It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Wests Group is set to take over Newcastle Panthers. The Herald reports a handshake agreement has been reached between the boards of the two clubs, with members to now vote on the deal. Wests bought Cardiff Panthers in 2012 for a reported $11 million. The Premier is promising to take a personal interest in two controversial Hunter Valley mining proposals if he's re-elected. Residents are concerned about the effects the Mount Thorley-Warkworth mine expansion and the Drayton South project will have on the environment. However, both will secure hundreds of jobs. Mike Baird says it's all about getting the balance right.
I am saying that I'm interested and determined to take a personal interest in this, and obviously getting the balance right is critical. I mean, there is no doubt there is an impact on communities. We need to balance it, we need to listen, we need to respond, and we need to ensure protections are there for prime agricultural land and our water.
A Shetland pony has been seized during police raids at Raymond Terrace. The pony was found in a small yard as officers searched 32 properties yesterday in a crackdown on domestic violence offenders, drug supply and tenants failing to comply with public housing rules. More than $4,500 in cash, drugs and weapons were found in a house on Parkway Avenue. Planning and construction of a much-needed upgrade to Singleton Hospital will get underway if the Baird government is returned on March 28. $7 million will be set aside from the Hunter Infrastructure and Investment Fund to expand and refurbish the existing X-ray department, as well as provide enhanced renal dialysis services. National's Upper Hunter candidate Michael Johnson says it means patients won't have to travel to Newcastle for treatment.
I'm extremely happy for Singleton and the Upper Hunter, in particular the Singleton Hospital, with $7 million committed to upgrade the long overdue imaging department and also updated renal services. This is all about providing the best possible quality care as close to home as possible for Singleton and the Upper Hunter, and I think this is a fantastic announcement.
A blow for counselling services in the Hunter, with the Salvation Army closing its phone counselling service Careline after 30 years of operation. Careline was marked to end its services as part of a 2-year review by the Salvation Army, with services ending by June 30th. Salvation Army Communications Secretary Major Bruce Harmer says the Salvos will be working with customers to ensure their transition to an alternative counselling service is smooth.
The reason behind the closure came down to a 2-year review of all the service of the Salvation Army, and Salvo Careline was identified and earmarked for closure. So we're just working through the process now in that transition period, and also working very closely with our customer. We want to ensure that the transition for them to an alternate telephone counselling service is done as sensitively as possible.
And briefly, doctors are warning Hunter parents to ensure their babies are vaccinated against whooping cough, with more than double the number of cases in the region so far this year. Now with sport, Iona McNabb.
Manly fullback Daly Cherry Evans has come under fire for allegedly trying to recruit Newcastle Knights Dane Gagai to join him at his new club, the Gold Coast Titans. Gagai already has offers from the Knights and the Brisbane Broncos. The offer has been criticised after Cherry Evans openly negotiated his own contract before announcing his move from the Sea Eagles. Stockton and Swansea Rugby League teams will be able to play in the second grade division this year, after a compromise was reached between the Newcastle Rugby League and the Country Rugby League. Under the agreement, players will have to register and make themselves available for selection in the relaunched open age competition. If players refuse, the club face fines, loss of competition points or suspensions. Newcastle paceman Michael Hogan has been ruled out of the Sheffield Shield decider due to a hamstring strain. Missing out on the final, Hogan also misses out on the opportunity to become only the third Novocastrian to win a Shield decider. That's sport. I'm Iona McNabb.
To a new RFM News Time, 26 to 7.